Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most pivotal moments in history, D-Day. Can you imagine over 150,000 Allied troops storming the beaches of Normandy on June 6, 1944? That's the scale and importance of D-Day right there. Now, let's set the stage by understanding the significance of D-Day in the grand scheme of World War II. It's not just a battle. It's a turning point that shaped the course of the war and ultimately led to victory. June 6, 1944, dawn broke over the English Channel, revealing a vast armada stretching from horizon to horizon. This was D-Day, the day that would decide the fate of the free world. Operation Overlord, the culmination of years of planning, represented the combined might of the Allied forces. The stakes could not have been higher. For the men who boarded those landing craft, the objective was clear: establish a foothold on the beaches of Normandy. They were young, many barely out of their teens, carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. As the sun climbed higher, the tension on the ships reached a fever pitch. The order to disembark was given, and the first wave of landing craft surged towards the enemy-held beaches. The fate of the world hung in the balance. They were the fathers, sons, brothers, and friends who answered the call to duty, knowing full well the sacrifices that lay ahead. The decision to launch the D-Day invasion was a calculated risk. The Allies needed the element of surprise, favourable weather, and unwavering resolve. Months of meticulous planning went into Operation Overlord. Every detail, from troop placement to the timing of bombardments, was scrutinized. The Allied High Command, led by General Dwight D. Eisenhower, knew success depended on a coordinated assault. The German army, under Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, had fortified the coastline with the Atlantic Wall. Despite the immense challenges, the Allied leaders remained resolute. They knew the liberation of Europe hinged on the success of the D-Day invasion. It was a gamble they had to take to defeat the Nazi regime. The scale of the D-Day invasion was staggering. Over 156,000 troops, along with thousands of ships, landing craft, aircraft, and tanks, were committed. The United States played a pivotal role in supplying the Allied war effort. American workers toiled day and night to produce the weapons, vehicles, and supplies needed. The Liberty ships became a symbol of American determination. Thousands of bombers and fighters provided crucial air cover and targeted strategic German positions. As the Armada steamed towards Normandy, the men aboard the ships prepared for battle. The beaches of Normandy, codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword, became the focal points of the invasion. At Omaha Beach, American troops faced brutal resistance. German defenders unleashed a withering hail of machine gun fire and artillery shells. British and Canadian troops encountered heavy resistance at Gold and Juno beaches. At Sword Beach, British and Free French forces secured their objectives after intense fighting. Utah Beach, assigned to the American 4th Infantry Division, proved to be the least heavily defended. Despite initial confusion, American troops established a firm foothold and pushed inland. The first hours of the D-Day invasion were chaotic and deadly. Allied troops, pinned down on the beaches, fought with incredible courage. Casualties were heavy, but the spirit of resistance never wavered. Medics, under intense fire, tended to the wounded. Engineers braved enemy fire to clear obstacles for tanks and vehicles. Communication was often difficult, forcing officers to rely on runners. Despite heavy losses, the Allies clung to their toeholds on the beaches. Slowly they began to push inland, taking out German strongpoints. As night fell, the sounds of battle still raged along the Normandy coastline. Exhausted but resolute, the Allied troops dug in, preparing for German counterattacks. The D-Day landings were just the beginning of a long campaign to liberate France. The Allies faced fierce resistance, and progress was often slow and costly. One key objective was the capture of Caen, a strategic crossroads. British and Canadian forces fought tenaciously for control of the city. American forces pushed south from Utah Beach, facing stiff resistance from German panzer divisions. Despite setbacks, the Allies gradually expanded their beachhead. The capture of Cherbourg provided a much-needed supply line. The D-Day invasion marked a turning point in World War II. The successful establishment of a beachhead in Normandy opened a second front in Western Europe. With the Normandy beachhead secured, the Allies launched offensives that drove the German army back across France. The liberation of Paris in August 1944 was a momentous occasion, greeted with jubilation by the French people. The liberation of France was a testament to the courage and sacrifice of the Allied soldiers. It marked a decisive shift in the balance of power in Europe. The D-Day invasion left an indelible mark on history. The beaches of Normandy are hallowed ground forever etched in the collective memory of mankind. Today, memorials and cemeteries dot the Normandy coastline, serving as poignant reminders of the sacrifices made. The American Cemetery at Colleville-sur-Mer is a place of solemn reflection. The stories of D-Day continue to inspire awe and gratitude. It is a legacy that must never be forgotten, a reminder that freedom is not free. The D-Day invasion had far-reaching consequences beyond the battlefields of Europe. It marked the beginning of the end of Nazi Germany's reign of terror. The Allied victory paved the way for the formation of the United Nations. It also led to the emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers. The lessons learned from D-Day continue to inform military strategy today. The importance of meticulous planning and effective logistics remain paramount. The legacy of D-Day is a testament to the power of international cooperation and the importance of standing up for freedom. Thanks for watching. If you're as fascinated by this chapter as we are, be sure to explore more historical content on our channel. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the importance of D-Day in the comments below.